In this video, I want to show you how to use SUMIF and SUMIFS to get the total from a data set based on one or more criteria. By the end of this video, this is what we want to achieve. We want to be able to get a total based on two criterias, and down here in the grey area, we want to get the total amount independent of each other. So here for the total, we'll be using SUMIFS, and down here we'll be using SUMIF. And here in column H, we get the percentage compared to the total we have here. If I wanted to know how much audit support we spent in marketing, we can easily find that by using our two criteria. First, we'll enter marketing for the department, and for expenses, audit support. And that instantly gives us our total. Down here, this shows you the total spend in marketing and the total spend on audit support. And in column H, it shows us 12% of the marketing budget was spent on audit support. And of the total spend on audit support, 98% was from marketing. Here's a blank canvas. I've removed all the formulas, so let's start building our template from here. Let's look at the grey area. I want to get the total in G8 based on the criteria I've put in G2. Then to do this, we're going to use SUMIF. So the formula will be equals SUMIF, open bracket, the range will be the department, comma, the criteria will be G2, comma, and the sum range will be the expense amount column. Close bracket, enter. Now we can see that it's 0 because our department cell is empty. We haven't put in a criteria. So if you put in marketing, you'll see that we now get an amount. We're going to repeat that step for the expenses. So that's equals SUMIF, open bracket, the range this time will be expenses, comma, the criteria will be G3, comma, and the sum range will be the amount. Close bracket, enter. We have 0 now because nothing's selected. If we were to put in audit support, we'll now get an amount. So that's step 1 done. To complete the grade area, we now need to add our percentages in column H. And the formula for this will be equals total divided by department amount. And the same for expenses, it will be equals total divided by expense amount. Now that the grey area is completed, let's add a total in column G5. Here we'll be using SUMIFS because we have two criteria rather than one. And the formula for that will be equals SUMIFS, open bracket. Now this time we have to select the sum range first. So we click column D, comma, the criteria range. First we're going to do the first criteria, which is department. So we're going to select the department column, comma, and the criteria will be G2, comma. Now for the next criteria range, our second criteria will be expenses. So we click the expenses column, comma, and the criteria for that will be G3. So we select G3 and we close the formula and press enter. And now we get a total. If I was to clear my criterias, the total in G5 will be 0, which causes an issue for column H because we can't divide 0 by anything. So to fix this issue, we can add an if error function. So if error. So if our calculation has an error, we want it to be 0. And that way, if this total is 0, rather than showing an error, it will show 0%. We'll do it again for expenses. We'll do if error open brackets, comma, 0, close bracket, enter. And now our template is fully working. So marketing, audit support, and we get the same thing as we started with originally.